We have returned.
Yeah. Where's this reveal? Where's this Broncos uniform reveal? We're 1 minute late. So are the Broncos, Tom. So are the Broncos. Nope, still late.
Nope.
Still
Refresh?
Late. Refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
Oh,
Keep going.
Still late.
No, that's just pin, though. Go down. Go scroll down.
Oh, there they are.
Come on now.
There they are. We'll show it to you right after this.
Okay. We here.
We reveal and steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is a GPS. Yeah. Also, that Deadpool trailer came out, and that was real good.
Deadpool. Is that the third one?
Yes. It's Deadpool and Wolverine, baby. Come on now.
With Ryan Reynolds and his soccer team?
Yep. That's it. That's it.
I do need to thank the Denver Broncos for scheduling their new uniform release to coincide with our show, because usually everyone works around our schedule.
It's accurate.
And not like works around it in favor of us, like looks at our schedule and does everything after this show ends. Breaking news. Happened at 10:01 Mountain Time. Not today. We officially get the new Broncos uniforms. We've been waiting for them. And I think our anticipation might be even higher than most teams because we've got nothing else to look forward to, Tom. But
not wrong.
This is it. Ooh, Red Rocks. Okay. Downtown Denver. Empower Field. Yeah. This is it. Ooh, Alex Singleton first. Okay, I like it. Okay. Interesting. These are the orange. We got orange pants. I'll take. Ooh, I like the orange pants.
These are interesting.
Oh, I don't. The arrow thing was real. The back of the helmet arrow thing. That's not good.
Huh.
Let me see the official. Whoa. Okay.
Shoes.
Come on. Hey!
Oh,
the hell is that part?
That.
Okay, I like the white uniform there.
Yeah, the triangles are interesting. Yes, there will be GPS and also 2,000 Ravens.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that stripe on the back.
Okay,
so it looks like CTESPN actually did leak some accurate mock-ups. Those are, you know what? I like the jerseys. I like the white helmets. I like the orange pants. Obviously, we want the throwbacks. We all just want to see what the throwbacks look like. But so far, not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. Yeah. They looked okay. I mean, so because a few things happened while I was gone. Nothing crazy. Like Devontae Smith, like he signed a new extension. The Jets unveiled their new unis. The Lions. I like the Lions one. I think the best out of those three. Lions one looks pretty good. Going back to the block numbers, those black unis are really, really nice. I'm a fan. Jets ones are okay.
They're hot.
The Jets ones are okay. That one, yeah, they look interesting. There are some major changes, I would say, with those Broncos unis. Like there's some like they were like floating through the selections, like, oh, that looks different.
Yeah, those are very different.
Yeah.
Those are very different.
I don't even know if we're doing another mock draft. We'll see. Yeah,
So
I don't.
I'm
They get the lightning bolt, just like the Chargers. Just like the go Chargers, go.
Lightning bolt? I didn't see a lightning. Oh, on the sleeve. That's not a bolt.
Go Chargers, go.
It's a zigzag.
It's a zigzag. That's what Harry Potter said. It's not a lightning bolt. It's a zigzag on my
Zigzag 420.
Okay.
Here we go.
Welcome
I think
back.
they look better than the old ones. So I will take an upgrade. Now, I mean, they're different. I don't know about the blue jerseys with the white pants. Some of these are all right. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine.
All right.
They're fine.
That's true. You will always hold that title. I also love the profile pick. But we're back. Brandon, what did you do for a week?
So much.
Looks like you got a haircut.
I did get a haircut.
Nice.
I did have time to get a haircut.
Very nice.
It's very nice when, you know, you post a video and the first 100 comments are all about how nice your haircut looks.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
They're like,
Shout
the
out
video
to
sucked.
Aldo Shave here in Denver. If you're going to get a good haircut, Aldo. He's my friend. That's not a paid promo. Just Aldo Shave. Check him. He's
Cuts
good.
the hair. Cuts the hair.
When you find like somebody who is good at cutting your hair, do not leave them. Do not leave them.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, you know what? We the title of the show is like we finally made it to draft week. And I'm so glad I went away when I did, because again, didn't really miss anything. And it's just like, okay, either the draft needs to get moved like a little bit sooner, or something needs to happen where something gets pushed back, because good God, the wait this year seems to be particularly brutal. And I think it's just getting worse and worse every year because it's just getting so talked to death. And it's kind of like, okay, this needs to happen now. Also throw in that we've known who the first round pick is going, like the first overall pick is going to be for quite some time.
The first, it felt like they've done a little bit better at least keeping the top couple picks a mystery. Because I feel like we used to know like the first 4 or 5 picks by this time. And that was always once the draft started and you're like, oh yeah. But now we don't know 2 and 3. So, and those are probably quarterbacks.
Yep.
But yeah, the wait it's too long. Maybe, I don't know if the wait's too long or if we're just in the world where everybody's doing stuff about the draft. So we just see so much. And there's only so many mocks, so many breakdowns, so many things you can see and read and watch before you're just like, dear God, let me know who my team takes.
Just because then it's like, okay, now that we know, we could do, because it's like, okay, speculation. We've been doing a lot of speculation for a very long time, and now we're done.
Yeah, and when your team needs a QB, it's even worse. It's just like, and when your team's in a weird spot where, oh, they're gonna overdraft if they take a QB there. Oh, they got to go up and get their guy. Oh, if they don't take a guy there, they're stupid. I just want to know.
Yeah, I haven't seen an Eagles Barkley updated situation, but the Falcons.
Oh yeah, so Adam Schefter, I think, put some info out there today about the Falcons, the tampering with Kirk Cousins and the Vikings, suggesting that the punishment could come out this week, and the Falcons may be forfeiting or taking one of their draft picks and having it kicked to the back end of the draft. But he's hinting that it could be a little more severe than we thought. There was the tampering with was it the Eagles and Cardinals? Was that the one?
Oh, you're talking about over Gannon. Yeah. Like that, or is that right?
There was that one. The punishment there was pretty small.
Yeah.
But like the Dolphins had it was like that swap. The Dolphins had to forfeit a first rounder though for tampering with Sean Payton and Tom Brady. And what was the other one? There was another tampering before that. So we've gotten there's like a wide spectrum. It's it's urinating trees wheel of punishment from the NFL.
It's true.
Not sure what's going to happen, but the Vikings could benefit too. I guess it was suggested that maybe they will receive draft comp from the tampering as well. Let me see here. Falcons tampering. Where was the Shefty thing? Let me just bring it so I can read.
Shefty. Hey, Andrew, on a pop.
Yeah. Okay, so the Dolphins.
Let's go, Dame.
They forfeited their
Bucks in
2023
6.
first-round pick and a 2024 third-round selection for the Brady Sean Payton thing. Oh, yeah, and of course, the Chiefs, 2016 third-round pick and 2017 sixth-round selection for tampering with Jeremy Maclin,
Appreciate you, Nelson.
which I did a full video about because the Chiefs were the third team who wanted to trade up to draft one Paxton Lynch, but because they tampered with Jeremy Maclin, they did not have the draft capital to do so, so the Broncos won that lottery.
Hey. Welcome, Noah. There you go. Lots of tamper. Yeah, I'm curious to see like what's gonna come of that.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be insanely harsh because it definitely happens. The fact that we have it broken down to like a legal tampering phase, it already happens. That's it.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me, like why once the season ends
True
for players at like Kirk Cousins level, Tom Brady's level, like if they're going to make a decision that big, they need to have some conversations.
Sure.
And it's weird that it's like even an issue. And I know it's like about not making it like a widespread thing where any team can try and tamper with any player, but we all know it happens.
Yeah. I love the link. You're Lincoln if he didn't look like he was starving. So you look like a former president, Brandon.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
I was showing Carmi, she had like coins on the table last night and there was like pennies. And I was like, do you know who that is on the back? And she was like, no. I was like, Abraham Lincoln. And then there was a dime. And I said, do you know who that is? I said, it was me. And she's like, are you serious? I was like, actually, I would probably be closer to Lincoln than whoever the hell's on the dime. I can't even remember now. That was last night. So
Lincoln on the front of the penny?
Front or back? I think tails is front, you know? There's no front or back to a penny, right?
That is the least surprising news I've ever heard.
I think
like,
tails.
You know what?
Is the front of the penny.
I think tails is actually the front of the penny.
Always call tails.
Yeah,
Nick. Well, you hate everything design-wise. Let's be honest. I've never heard Nick go, you know what? That's a great design.
That's a great one.
Shout out to Nick for obviously helping with a lot of designs.
Hell yeah.
He did the background here.
Let's go, baby. Wrestling's back, baby. Come on now.
I bet Nick's looking at his background right now and going, you know what? I don't like that.
I don't like that one.
I don't like that at all.
Oh.
How was Iceland, Tom?
Amazing. Yeah, it was the best vacation I've ever been on. Like, it's not particularly close. It was phenomenal. Like, everything was perfect. So
best part.
There were some hikes that were legitimately incredible. Yeah, going up to Gleamer again. So it's like this hour-and-a-half hike. It's mostly uphill, like a lot of rock scrambles and stuff, just going up. And then there's like a huge waterfall. I did that 7 years ago, almost to the day, and did it again this time. And then I had an opportunity to get into a helicopter and see an active volcano. So that was was my first time in a helicopter, and I've never seen an active volcano before. So that was kind of like, these are bucket list items.
Yeah.
So
losing your virginity twice in one sitting.
Accurate. So then I can't be thrown into the volcano. So.
Oh yeah, your sacrifice would just be a waste at that point.
Exactly. So it's like, oh, I guess I got to keep on living. But yeah, it's gonna be great. No, the Cowboys should not draft a QB unless it's gonna be a backup. But yeah,
I mean, look,
Dak came out and said he's not worried.
Do draft a quarterback, Dallas, and trade Dak to the Broncos. Give me another quarterback that we got to give up a lot for. Dak's the big rumor to the Broncos after this season. If he doesn't get extended, Denver's willing to pay the man.
The last I saw about Rashee Rice is that it's likely going to be like a multi-game suspension.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but I imagine that's going to be coming in pretty swiftly. So Brandon got a haircut over there. Went on vacation. That was nice. And now you're ready for the draft.
Oh, I'm so ready.
Excited?
Yes. I don't know if excited is the right word.
Nervous? First time?
Yeah, it's an important draft.
I'd say so.
It's like, how many?
You're just screwed forever. It's fine.
Do we have hope again? Am I ready to be hurt again? Or do I just embrace for more mediocrity and and misery.
Listen, the throwbacks you're talking about the ones that the Broncos just did? I'd say it's like a solid 7.
Well, they don't have the throwbacks in there. So,
the current unis are kind of like a 7. I think they're like a 7.
Yeah, they look weird. Now that like just seeing a still image of it, and I don't mean that like in a bad way. It's just that we've had the same ones for so long, basically. Yeah. It is going to take a little bit of an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
The other issue with the uniform releases, like they always put out like those videos and those things, and they're in studio and they always look different.
They do.
They're lit on the field. Different. It's more dramatic. It's like you just need to see it on a field.
I remember the Commanders, right? Because that one got leaked off a mannequin, right? It was kind of like, oh, like these are what this looks like. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they kind of grew on me. Same thing with the Cardinals, like theirs last year. Those grew a little bit on me just seeing them in action. So yeah, 100%. You need to see how they look when they're actually being played for. Oh, what QB do you want, Perna?
Which one do I want?
Yeah.
Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels to back him up or rotate.
Got it.
I just want the Broncos to take Penix or Nix at 12. I don't want to fuck around. I don't want trading. I just want a QB at 12. If they don't, then give me Rattler in the second, which we'd have to trade up to get into the second. But it's like I want the guy that Sean Payton likes. Just give me his man.
Do you think that there is a scenario where they just don't draft a quarterback in the first and second round and they're just like, we're rocking with Stidham and we're just going to see how it works? Because I also saw Pat Surtain. I know you and I have talked about this. Pat Surtain, right? He's not going to be showing up. There's needs that new contract.
No, that's Sutton. Cortland Sutton.
Did I say Cameron?
What? You said Surtain.
Sorry. Sutton's not showing up.
Yeah. Cortland Sutton didn't show up for the voluntary workouts. He wants some more money or something. But Sutton and Surtain have been in the trade rumors, and they're still there. If the Broncos do a big trade up, I expect Surtain to possibly be part of that package.
That's what I was thinking. Like, are they going to move on from Surtain and be like, okay,
to cancel out like a first round draft pick that they would have to give up, right? It's either give up a fuck ton of third round or first round picks, or maybe this year's first, next year's first, and Surtain, because he's their best player.
Sure, yeah. We'd stream a game.
So, I just want it to be over.
Well, you just want to know who you have on your team. Like, this also is going to set expectations, because if you go out and you trade up and get a quarterback, there's going to be like some hope there of being like, okay, like this is going to be the beginning of the turnaround. Like things are going to be better.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then it's going to be like, oh, cool. Like I'm going to have another year where things are likely going to be around the same as they were.
Yeah. If they don't take a quarterback, then it feels like this upcoming season is simply a sacrifice to the draft gods.
Yeah.
Because like, if you're not grabbing, if they really believed in Stidham as their guy, they would have done more in free agency to kind of shore up the team. And I'm not saying they would have to make like big splash moves in free agency. Mm-hmm. But the way they've approached it, yes, they're trying to combat the guaranteed money that they're giving Russ, the dead cap hit. But they've done nothing to be like, you know what? We do like our quarterback. We do like our team. We think we can compete next season. But they haven't. So I expect them to draft a QB. I expect them to try and trade up. We know the Cardinals are willing to deal, right? That's what we keep seeing about their GM. Like, he's ready to trade everything. So we'll see. I don't know if they have the capital to move up, though. That's the issue.
Yes. I mean, the problem with the Broncos, too, is they're in this weird-ass spot where not only are they not in a great spot to draft a QB, but they also are competing against multiple other teams, especially within their division, to potentially trade up for a QB. And hell yeah, Portugal, boo Vikings.
Oh.
I said,
Portugal,
hey,
the man.
Lincoln. Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Hey, Lincoln. You don't pay no tolls, you don't eat no rolls.
Great movie. Anyway, besides all that, Talking about trading up. I'm surprised they didn't do it when I was gone, just to make me suffer. Minnesota Vikings. Still quiet.
Ooh.
Still quiet. Are you just of the opinion that they're gonna make it like a draft day trade now?
What, Jefferson?
No, I mean to move up. To go like quarterback.
Yeah, I don't even know at this point. But yes, we thought they might do it early. There's a couple days they could still get it done.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell, like there was that clip over the weekend of him at church talking to some guy. It was like I don't know, one of those church things. It seems like every NFL personality is involved with some sort of church thing. But he was at a church and some guy asked him
asked. I saw that. Yeah.
Detailed question about quarterback evaluation. And then Kevin O'Connell, he gave like a very long answer about it, which was really funny. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Like the Vikings are in that similar position with the Broncos. It's like, how much do they like JJ McCarthy and or Drake May if one of those guys is available at 4? Are the Cardinals willing to deal at 4? Are the Cardinals willing to deal and move all the way back to 11 where the Vikings have their top pick? Or are the Giants kind of holding the cards there? Because if you're Arizona, trading with the Giants makes a lot more sense because you can still grab your receiver.
Sure.
But if the Cardinals really want to bolster their line and take another tackle to protect Kyler Murray, which is another thing that's been talked about, they could go to 11 and still get a very good tackle in this draft. So
sure.
We're like trying to dissect too many teams and what they're thinking. And each team has like 2 or 3 possibilities, and it becomes this fucking like web where you're trying to figure it out. And
because if you're like the Giants and for some reason like Marvin Harrison Jr. is sitting there, like I know you need an offensive lineman too, like you need a Joe Alt, you potentially probably need a quarterback, but you also desperately need a receiver. Do you just go, screw it, let's go get Marvin Harrison Jr.? Like it's gonna be interesting to see because we also are anticipating this from the standpoint of every team is going to pick either best player available or like what their greatest need is. Like, there's going to be teams that screw this up, too.
Yeah.
And, like, there's going to be teams who mess up, and we're like, oh, all right, this is an interesting pick. I'm not saying they messed up, but the consensus afterwards, and this is why we always wait, like, when the Lions, right, with their picks last year, everyone was like, what the hell are they doing? Like, they're going to get Gibbs, they're going and getting, a linebacker. Like, what are they doing here? And it worked out pretty well.
They made arguably one of the best picks with Sam Laporta in the second round there. So I just did a tight ends video. I'm like, dang, that was a really good draft pick for the Lions. It's like now I trust the Lions, right? I trust whatever they do in this draft. Like I don't even want to criticize it. Even if I don't understand it, I want to praise it, which makes me feel like this is the draft. Now the Lions are going to butcher it. They're close, right? They got to the championship. Everything's going their way. Brad Holmes is great at draft evaluations. They can't do anything wrong. And now it feels like they're going to mess it up somehow.
Well, it's actually interesting because this is the first time in a little bit, like the Lions don't have an amazing draft pick. Like they're not like picking relatively low. So like they're picking pretty darn high. So it's actually going to be interesting to see like how they evaluate talent and if that translates over into like the later part of the first round and beyond. Because they don't have like the luxury of, top 20 picks or even top 10 picks like they've had in the past. So gonna be interesting, Lions. Gonna be interesting because the cost of winning, you got to start picking back with the other well-off teams.
The draft is hard. That's all I know.
Draft is hard. That is very, very true.
The other question too, it's like the Rams have their first round pick since 2016.
They're gonna get stage fright.
You do. They're like the Vikings, and they don't even turn in their pick on time.
They're just like, you know what? We're just gonna pass.
Like, sorry,
pass.
we're waiting for the second round.
Yeah.
But like, they're a team that could trade too during the draft.
Sure.
Like, do they actually just make their pick, or do they deal?
I mean, it would be pretty funny if they were like, let's trade. Like, let's just not get a first round pick. I appreciate that.
See, they're a team that scares me about taking a quarterback too. They've got Stafford now, but like looking to the future, like as we've done all these videos on like Knicks and Penix, and it's like, what if if the Broncos pass at 12 and there's some sneaky teams in the latter half of the first round, you're like, know what? We're not going to let this guy go to the second. Even the Steelers could be one of those teams, despite having Russ and Justin Fields. If they just, oops, you know what? We'll take another here.
It's just slamming the drink down.
Seahawks are there.
Anyway. Oh, that's true. I also had the greatest food I've ever eaten in my life in Iceland.
Really?
Legitimately, like the best meal I've ever had in my life.
Was
like
it
not
lamb?
even close. What was that?
Was it lamb?
No, it was vegan.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting.
Grass person.
Wait, like what was it? What was the best vegan thing you've ever had?
I mean, just so I had 2 meals at that place, and they were all like phenomenal. Like they are all in the top 5 meals I've ever had. But there was one, it was a mushroom dish, and I don't really even like mushrooms that much. They just had to be cooked in like a certain way, and bro, it was like the greatest thing I've ever eaten. It was so good.
A mushroom dish.
Yeah. It was like everything, like even like the tops of the mushrooms, like those were like fried and like shrunken. Oh my God, it was so good. It was
Shrunken mushroom.
It was so good. I was very happy. Ooh. Old Man Whedon. Old Man Whedon should have had another chance. I think Whedon. Old Man Whedon. That's right.
Yeah, Tim Couch is a good one.
Couch is probably a good pick.
Big prospect, goes to basically an expansion team as the Browns come back. Sure.
Just the quick glance, some of those did not look like Broncos jerseys. I agree with that. Like they just like some of them was like, oh, that looks like a different team.
Yeah, they are different. Why is CTESPN leaking info? Like, how are they getting this? That's what I want to know.
That's bad.
That's not like that.
That's not a good look for anybody.
Like if they were close on these uniforms, are they close on the Justin Herbert trade to the Vikings? Like, because that's the other big one they're doing.
Right? Exactly, Ben. I agree. I concur. It's almost here. We made it for the entire, we made it the week of. It's a few days away now. That's so close. The last of the mock drafts are upon us. There's going to be no more speculation. We're just going to be sitting here on Thursday night, ready to frickin' frack and go. Oh, you pulled up the other picture? Did they release a larger picture?
Yeah, I can. I'll bring this guy in.
Yeah, no. I liked the Yankees growing up a little bit, but I've never been to a Yankees game in the new Yankee Stadium. So, yeah. And then either of those football teams can burn. So, no, neither. Those are, yeah.
The pants are definitely better. The pants are better.
The blue looks weird. The white, like it looks like for a different team.
The white on blue?
The white and blue looks like that would be like the Bears.
Yeah, I think like it's different. I don't like the blue on blue.
The blue on blue looks weird.
I like the white jersey and the blue pants. The front one, that makes sense to me. But I think like Broncos fans, I feel like we wanted like the sky blue back. Like we wanted this, and we're gonna get it. They're gonna do the throwbacks. We're gonna get this. Teams can have 3 helmets now.
Yeah, they can.
But
Story of my life.
I think this is just a better blue than the navy blue thing. And there's this other like sentiment by Broncos fans that I don't understand because it's based in superstition. It's like the Broncos won their Super Bowls with the uniforms that they had. Don't change it. That's not the reason. Like, sports fans are weird, right? Like, that's their uniforms we won with, so we can't change it.
Yeah.
That's not how the world works. That's not like it's a stupid thing to actually literally believe in. And when the Broncos switched to those uniforms, people were pretty divided. I think most people did not like their new uniforms, but the Broncos were just coming off one of their best seasons. And they're like, you know what? If they win with these, then people aren't going to complain. And that's exactly what they did. They won 2 Super Bowls. So it was like, all right, who's going to complain about uniforms if your team's winning Super Bowls? These ones, they're different. It was time for a change. I need to see these. I need the helmets. I don't know if I like the helmets. And I think that's the most important part of the uniform.
Oh, the Civil War is real. Yeah, I don't like the blue ones. Yeah, the white ones remind me of the Bears.
Yeah, well, the Broncos and Bears have similar colors. It's always going to kind of be like that.
Yeah, similar.
Hey, like we got
records,
the
too.
Bronco. We got the car. Is this? Oh, wait, there's the
Oh,
throwback.
there we go. Okay.
Oh,
now, here we go.
God.
Here we go.
Yes.
This is actually going to, not ironic. Amari Rodgers, isn't he like kind of leading in like returns right now for like return yards in the UFL? Like he might wind up going back to an NFL team because of the new kickoff rule. Just saying.
Okay, so that looks okay. It's
That
still,
looks
it's
okay.
not as good as this though, right? These should
No.
just be the main.
It really
Whoa.
should. I mean, like those are the ones you want.
That is so hot. Oh my God.
Yeah, those are good.
That's the one. Like it's simple.
It really is. It's just like this is what people want.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Those are pretty.
Yeah.
The helmet's so good. Like
That
they're such
looks nice.
classic unis. They look so good.
Yeah, they really tease it. Just a couple frames here, but that's perfect. So
Iceland
we
was
got
amazing.
the throwbacks. Can we just do the throwbacks every week?
Yeah, right. Those
The
look
white helmets are fine.
They're fun. They're
I don't know
fine.
what those fucking stripes are though. They're supposed to be little mountains. Is that what that's supposed to represent?
That's apparently what the zigzag is supposed to be. That's totally not a lightning bolt. So like, hey,
There
let's
we
go.
go.
Let's go.
Oh,
Who's your
there's the
player?
mountains.
Would you be mad
Performance
at-
vents. Oh wait, those are performance vents.
Oh,
Triangle perforations under the sleeve not only more boldly convey the thinning air at higher elevation, but are also a nod to Colorado Summit markers, outdoor performance gear aesthetics, and a connection to the legacy built from our 3 Super Bowl championships. I don't. So where's the performance vent?
they're vented. I do not like those jerseys. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I
no.
like those. I like the white ones.
See, I don't. They look weird.
I like them.
There's a
Midnight
lot.
navy.
This is. There's also a lot going on with that white helmet, the blue, then the white. Yeah, okay, all right. I'd be confused if the Patriots don't get a quarterback. I'd be a bit confused. Be a bit confused.
Interesting.
But my team, if there's not an O-lineman in the first 2 days, I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised.
That's it.
Yeah, those throwbacks are beautiful.
A couple games a year, I will have no complaints about the uniform.
There you go. Except if you lose 75-0 in those unis, then it's gonna be like time to burn them.
If we give up 71 points next year, God help me.
Rams go offense or defense first? Ooh. Maybe D tackle, maybe they go on the D line a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
Secondary, maybe.
they're at pick 19. That's probably a good spot to take
I think
defensive
defense,
line.
maybe.
Don't know.
Knock off Syracuse jerseys.
Is there any way you can actually release a new uniform and everybody's pretty happy?
I mean, the Seahawks throwbacks were pretty universally loved.
Yeah, but those are the throwbacks, right? It's not like
you're talking about the brand new. Oh yeah, no,
right?
not really.
Like the lines
was
are pretty
fake.
close,
It's fake.
but the changes they made were small, right?
Sure.
So I don't know. I don't even know if you can win.
Probably not.
Design is so subjective too. Nick, if you're still here.
We're shouting out Nick. Ooh, yeah, because Seahawks are there too. Never know.
Yeah, I know. See,
Never
like
know.
Seattle, they've got 1 year left basically with Geno, in my opinion. They make too much sense to take a QB. New head coach too. Apparently, Mike ripped down all of the Seattle Super Bowl pictures in the building.
Oh,
Getting rid of that shit.
Did they get rid of the Fail Mary one too? I'd like them to get rid of that.
I don't
one.
know.
That'd be great. That'd be really, really good.
If I were Mike McDonald, I would just put up a bunch
Wow,
of
David.
pictures of Russell Wilson in the building. I'd be like, if you guys don't win, he's coming back. He's coming back if you
You
don't
use
win.
it as a threat.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna get you. You just have like the Danger Witch up there, just unlimited. You can make it work. It's motivation through fear.
I miss Russell already, though. I'll tell you what.
Do you?
Yeah.
Just
I
sad.
do.
Sad.
I do.
Oh, at 9 is 100% a trade spot. Yeah, they have 4 picks overall. That's it. Like the Bears, that's why I released a video when I was away of like the teams that need to nail the draft. Like the Bears are number 1. Obviously, Caleb Williams needs to work out, but they also only have 3 more picks after that. So I would imagine either they trade, and kind of get some more draft capital, or they really have to believe at who's there at number 9.
Yeah. Or some people suggesting the Bears use that 9 to trade up. So they take kind of like we saw the Texans do
Like
last
the Texans
year, right?
do it.
They get their guy at 1, and then they trade up for, maybe they go to 4. They try to get Joe Alt. Really just make that line primo.
Maybe.
Or imagine them with Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, Perna, doing a UFL power ranking video. How has it been? I heard like one of the comments said too, like this past weekend was good.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch them this weekend because I was working on other stuff, and I don't even think I'm getting a winners and losers up this week for UFL because I've got too many draft things I'm doing. But the quality of play has been good. I think the merging of the leagues really consolidated talent, and I think we're seeing that. Like the games are better, so I think it's a good thing. The first recap did pretty well, but then people lose interest, and now we've got draft week, so I'm kind of taking a pause on it this week. And then we've got the draft all weekend. I don't know if I'll Lord Taco. Ooh, like the new logo, Lord Taco.
Lord Taco!
Don't ask Nick about that logo, though, Lord Taco. Whoo!
Johnny John John!
Well, that's going right to Carmi's college fund, Lord Taco.
You know how many tacos you could buy?
It's taco week every week in my house because of Lord Taco.
That's true. It's just every single week. It's like a subscription box, but like you haven't asked for it. You're just like, I like tacos, but it's every week. It's every day of every week.
We do taco night pretty much every week.
It's a great
And we
time.
make enough where it's taco night, and then it's taco night leftovers, and then I'll have taco night burrito turn. It's taco burrito or taco burrito. Make sure I get 3 nights of Mexican food a week.
Perna's hoping it's the Raiders. Making a dumb choice. Perna's really banking on the Raiders messing this up.
I think it's hard to say that they're going to. New coach, new GM. We can't just pretend like they're the Raiders of the past, but
They're not. You know who I'm really interested in? I'm really curious what the Jets are gonna do.
yeah.
The Jets are like are they just gonna go after like a Bowers? Like, are they gonna try to hit home run there? They're just gonna go offensive line. Just a little curious there. A little curious.
Yeah, who's the what the hell, Chick-fil-A? Oh God. That ad placement
default
seems
historic
off.
ones. We can't get away from an ad. Look at the chicken. Look at it. Did it.
My internet. Come on now. All right.
All right.
Who's the first team to mess it up?
Giants.
Giants at 6. That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't trust the Jets at 10.
Mm-hmm. They should try him out again. They should.
Yeah. This
What
is the
would you-
quarterback no man land. Vikings,
really is, yeah.
Broncos, Raiders.
The Colts just got done talking about, right, that they're willing to trade up and down. They're willing to go anywhere.
Sure. I trust Indy. I think they'll be fine. I trust, you know what?
Exactly, Simeon.
Jaguars at 17. Feel like they can mess that up.
That's a weird spot for them to be in, too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not first overall. Thank God, Jacksonville, right? Dolphins they get a pick in the first.
Just seeing wild card losers and seeing the Cowboys there makes me happy.
Yeah,
it does. Just brings me some peace. Yeah, there is a difference. There's definitely a difference between those Broncos unis. It's pretty vast, but meh.
They are different.
Mm-hmm.
So the consensus is Broncos slam dunk with the throwbacks. New ones,
Bakhtiari, baby.
David
Bakhtiari.
Yachty.
Come on now. Well, you wouldn't be able to get Bakhtiari until camp because that's the only time that he potentially could be ready for play.
Yeah.
So
now, Brock Bowers. They're saying Brock Bowers to the Jets at 10.
Yep.
Makes sense. We just kind of we dove into first round tight ends though. That was the video we put up yesterday, and that is a very risky spot to take a tight end. It's like,
yes,
we kind of asked the question like, our first round tight ends cursed, and I think it's top 10 tight ends. All the really good tight ends seem to be drafted later. TJ Hawkinson was a good pick for the Lions, but they traded him and they upgraded, and they did it in the second round. That's like one of the best moves you'll ever see.
What about Eric Ebron?
That did not work out for the Lions. That's kind of where we started. It was the last decade of tight end picks in the first round. You had Noah Fant go to the Broncos at 20. Didn't really work out there.
Would not be surprised, Aiden. Unless there's a guy they really love there, I would not be surprised if the Packers traded that spot.
Yeah. Now, Brock Bowers, though, going to the Jets, I think that would work out because I think Aaron Rodgers will get him the ball. I think they'll get Brock Bowers involved in the passing game. And a big thing for tight ends is as they have to learn to block, they're not on the field enough if they're struggling there. So if you take a first-round tight end and he can't block, like he can't be on the field as much because that becomes a liability and you give away when you're running and passing when they're out there. So that's kind of the question you have. But I do like him to the Jets. Like, I think Rodgers could use another weapon in the passing game, and he seems to be that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what they would draft him for. So not really for blocking. No,
I know, but it's part of their development. And
sure.
It's like, how often will he be out there if he can't block?
Well, that's the other thing too, right? We were talking about when like Laporta and Kincaid were drafted, we were very hesitant, and it wasn't based off the players. It's just historically looking at rookie tight ends, they usually don't perform because it's such a difficult position to transition over to. But Laporta and Kincaid both did amazingly well last year. So are we going to have that again? But it also kind of depends, like you talked about, like the development and where they're going to be. Is Rodgers going to even throw him the ball?
Yeah. Most tight ends need a year.
Could happen. Could happen.
That is funny, Johnny. Really hilarious. But I've already said, like, I'm fine if they trade Surtain. I just want a quarterback.
So that's what you do. You give Surtain to the Packers. We give you pick number 25.
You give us Jordan Love. Easy.
Then you could package 25 and your crappy draft pick, and then you could trade up and do what you want with it.
We give you Surtain. You give us 25 and next year's first-round pick.
No, we'll give you 25 and we'll give you a hug.
Nope.
But it's only
I'm sending Surtain to the Bears.
It's true.
For free. I'm going to give him to the Bears for free.
They'll still mess it up. Oh, like Auburn's? Yeah. The throwbacks are really nice, though. I will give them that. The throwbacks are really, really nice. I really enjoy it.
I mean, the blue's similar to their last blue.
Guillermo, I think if you don't get a quarterback, you just forget about the offensive side of the ball and you just go all defense. So your defense just is holding teams to 3 points per game. You actually are only scoring 3 points per game, so it's just a lot of ties. But I just make that defense godly.
Yeah,
that's what I.
Well, I mean, after that interview between Crosby and Gardner Minshew,
sexy.
I don't think the Raiders need a quarterback. Gardner's the guy. That guy is just pure sex. Like, that man just exudes.
What are you gonna do
Masculinity.
if the Raiders with Gardner Minshew beat the Broncos? That
You
has
know
to
what?
be.
I like Gardner that much. I'm not even.
Is it that
care.
much that you're kind of
Yeah.
like, well, what if it's to keep you out of the playoffs?
We're
You'll be happy.
we're not gonna. The Broncos, even if they get their
Just like,
quarterback,
let's be honest here.
I'm for the first time in probably 10 years,
Takes time.
Tom. I have absolutely no confidence this team will be sniffing the playoffs.
But that's a good place. That's a
into
good place to be
2024.
in. That's a good place to be. Unless you draft a quarterback, then is that going to go up?
No, because
Okay.
I think
Mhm.
where they're picking, you've got to give the quarterback some time to adjust. Every quarterback actually deserves that, right? Even if it's Caleb Williams, it's like, let's not put his first year as the deciding factor of whether or not he's good or not as an NFL
Sure.
QB. The guys who come out and are great right away are rare. And when you take Caleb at 1, you're assuming he can do that. But if the Broncos are taking the 4th or 5th quarterback in this draft, even if it's a guy I like, let's just use Bo Nix as an example at 12.
Yeah.
I think he's NFL ready. I think he's had enough college reps where you should expect him to be pretty good right away. I think if that's the guy Sean Payton thinks can run his offensive system, that it's set up to help a young quarterback. It's a lot of quick passes. It's so weird. It's the things Russ couldn't do, but the things that help quarterbacks get rid of the ball quickly. But even with all that, I expect him to struggle. I expect there to be a lot of hurdles to get over. And that's based on, a roster that has holes, that there's going to be some area that's really deficient. And I'm looking more towards 2025 if they take a quarterback this year, as they make some splashes in free agency. They have their draft then. And 2025 is a season where we should realistically expect their roster to be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But
Oh,
no, I have no expectations.
They have a nice breakdown of the jerseys. That's cool.
Where does?
The Broncos, they posted the blast from the past thing. Yeah, they posted a nice thing. I wouldn't be surprised, Timothy. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, Chargers might be on that list, and they're just gonna wait and see. Dude, yeah, those throwbacks are beautiful.
They're perfect.
And it's so funny too because they announced the other ones, and then there was 3 tweets about the throwbacks. They're like, okay, we know what people actually want.
This is it. Look at that. Oh. How do I make this bigger?
Full screen. There you go.
There we go.
That's
Look at that.
pretty.
It's so good. Why did we ever get rid of that? Never get rid of that. Just want to look at it because I love it so much.
Just stare at it. I would assume. Hold on 1 second.
That's what I want. I want my YouTube banner to be like this. That's the perfect mix of just sexy and retro.
Then
Probably some random quarterback, I would assume, or
Woo!
a very large, edge rusher.
Zach Allen looks funny as the front man there.
Jets could. I don't think that gets Minnesota where they need to be, though.
Those socks even are good.
Oh yeah, no, these are these are really, really great jerseys. They are. I think that they should just, at this point, you just make as many as you want.
Yeah.
Who cares about uniform regulations? Just go to town. Just go to town. Hey, go for 3. Go for 3, baby. Come on now.
You can
Come
make
on.
so much money if they change the uniforms again next year.
Oh yeah. Well, they make money.
Gotta buy the new ones.
Yep. every
Only
time.
available at Walmart. Boom. Salary cap funds just went through the roof.
Zach Wilson don't want to be there no more, so I don't know. I don't know.
Oof. Yeah. Do you think Zach Wilson gets dealt during the draft? You think some team's like, you know what? We'll give you our 7th round pick for Zach Wilson.
You'd give your 7th round pick for Zach Wilson.
No, I would not.
7th? Your last pick you wouldn't give?
No.
All right.
I've seen enough.
All right. Last year, I mean, he's going to probably get, if I had to guess, he's probably going to get around a 4-year deal. I would say probably around $40, $45 million. Yeah. I'm going to say it's probably around $45 mil. with
I hope
like
he
potentially
holds
some
out.
incentives.
I hope he wants to be the highest paid quarterback in the league, and he strong arms the Packers to trade him to Denver. Boy, I've come a long way on Jordan Love, haven't I?
I hope the Kansas City Chiefs draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
Impossible.
They just go, we're the Chiefs.
Somehow the Chiefs will end up with Marvin Harrison and Jordan Love.
Yeah, just because. They're like, hey, he beat us last year. Didn't like that. Didn't like that. Mm-mm.
Look, I'm getting some good text messages about these Broncos' new uniforms.
Hey, there you go.
John Nah, greatest Chargers fan on earth, likes the uniforms. So it's mixed.
There you go.
I think the opinion of the uniforms is better from non-Broncos fans. I think that gives you a better gauge of what it actually is. People less invested in the team are like, yeah, I like them, or no, I don't. Those are the opinions I want to hear.
That's fair. The FSU. I love that also comes out to every single time there's a new uni reveal. They're just like, what college team do they look like?
Yeah.
It's every single time. Oh, yeah, the Packers also made a signing too. Andre Dillard from the Titans. It's more of a depth piece, see if they can kind of get anything out of him. You know, former high round draft pick. Why not?
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt. I mean, he just did not do really anything with the Titans, so we'll see.
Yeah,
There's not
Denver,
really-
they're hosting a corner Levi Wallace today. It's kind of
Yes.
like a very similar situation, right? Where Levi was not good last year with the Steelers, but I feel like I remember him being okay with Buffalo before that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Right now, like, it's weird. Like, Cooper DeJean, I don't think the Packers are going to get. I think, like, his pro day was that good. I think he's going to go before the Packers grab him. Graham Barton, though, I'd probably say is one of my favorite prospects from this draft class, just for where the Packers are going to be picking. Great all lineman. He's versatile, can kind of fit wherever he needs to. So I would be upset if a division rival got him. I would. Now,
Dude, I want you guys to get Cooper DeJean. I really do. Because you and I could be the only two guys out there with the white corners.
If he winds up playing corner, because that's the thing too. I mean, I don't
What are they
think
saying? Move him to safety? Are they saying move him to safety?
Well, no, I mean that's gonna. They're
Okay.
concerned that he can't play corner. Like there's concerns about it in the NFL, but like he'd be a really good safety. But if you're drafting him to be a safety, I don't think he goes that high just because of where safeties are valued. I think if he's going in the first round, which he most likely is, whatever team drafts him is going to be drafting for a corner. So, I mean, they could get him for that versatility too. It's going to be interesting, but it all depends on what happens to Eric Stokes. But that would be madness. That would be madness. Yes. I like I like the block numbers, but I do like the black unis. They look awesome. Detroit killed it. They look good.
What was Cooper's 40 time?
Because he didn't run it at the combine because he was hurt. I thought I would say it was like a 4.43, 4.45, I want to say.
Feel like he's really fast, and his like 3-cone stuff was quick before he got hurt.
It was 4.43. Yeah.
Yeah, he can
4.43.
play.
I remember that. There you go. There you go. There you go. Shower stream.
Ooh.
Perna, it's draft week, buddy. What do you got coming out?
Today, I believe we'll have a video of which players could be traded during the draft.
Nice.
I've got a big one about giving every NFL team a draft do-over, but I'm not even close to finish writing that, so that should be after that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you,
I saw
Tom?
you at a press conference. I saw that.
Is
Yeah,
it
there's gonna be a video coming out today.
Packers draft predictions from inside a volcano?
Should be. I should. No, now I don't have any more videos in stock. I gotta make them, put them out hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably gonna be a skit coming out today. There'll be some. I would like probably one more mock draft at some point. Yeah, there's gonna be videos every day. I might be doing my members Q&A probably tomorrow night. There's a chance it happens tonight. We'll see. I don't know. It's just trying to finish everything, and there's a lot to do because there's also the announcement video for Thursday, which I've been working on. So
Ooh.
that's right, baby. That's right.
Tom Grossi is rooting for the Vikings.
Nope, that's not. Nope. No.
I will cover another team besides the Broncos if the highest
Very
bidder
true.
is willing to pony up. Kansas City Chiefs, $10 million. I become a Chiefs fan. Everybody else, I'll do it for a lot cheaper. Okay.
You're like $8.
$8 and you get a season's worth of recaps. Jaguars.
It's just that team. I love it. Well, folks, we will be back on Wednesday and then, of course, Friday to recap the first round of the NFL draft. But we'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And the Broncos throwbacks are perfect.